If Atlas is a database schema as code tool, then Atlas Copilot is an AI-based coding assistant designed to help us to work with Atlas. One of the things it can do is answer questions about our project. So let's say hello first, just to make sure everything here is working. We can use the exclamation mark to run shell commands in our directory. And let's ask it some stuff about what environments exist in this project. So now Atlas Copilot can use some tools, for example, to describe the project configuration. And we see that this project has a single environment. Tell me what tables exist here. Now we'll see some more tools. So Atlas can use the inspection tool to inspect the schema of the project. The operation requires access to the target database. Just read the schema file. Let's see if it understands. Now it just found the users table, which of course is defined here. So let's take a look at the schema. We have a users table. We can see that the postal code column is using a US postal code domain type, so a custom data type. And we can see that it's defined as something that either has 5-digit, like a zip code, or 5 digits dash and 4 additional digits. So it has some format. Now, if this was defined in Java or C# or Python or Go, we would expect that a developer would create a unit test. And with Atlas, because database schema is code, we can write unit tests. So write me a unit test for the postal code domain type. Keep it simple. Okay. Now let's see how the Copilot handles our request. So we see it first inspects the code for the US postal code, so it knows what it's testing. After that, it can read the documentation. It has access to up-to-date documentation. It understands what involves writing a test. And here we have a simple case where we have a positive and a negative example. So the positive example is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the negative example is a string which should not be valid. We can see that this expects an error. Atlas Copilot will always ask for permission before writing to the file system. And here we have it, our AI generated test case. Let's see, add another case for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash, because this is another case that we should probably support just to make sure that our constraint is defined correctly. So let's see, it now tried to rewrite the test. It validates that it generated correct HCL. It now reads our new test configuration. And let's see if it's able to generate a diff. So we see that it wants to add these lines, which should work. Let's see, we approve this change. We see that it appears here in our code editor. It's not going to write the test to make sure that it passes. And after this, it should complete. Okay, I added the test case for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 111. Is there anything else? No, thanks. You are great. Okay, so we're releasing Atlas Copilot in beta. You saw quite a happy flow, which is something we worked on with Copilot. It can write tests, but if you try other things, you might hit all sorts of clunky behavior. It takes time to build a good agent. So if you hit anything that looks weird, anything that you would expect to work in a different way, please reach out to us on our Discord server or leave an issue in our GitHub issue tracker for Atlas. I'm very excited about this. I hope you try it out and see you soon.